Good morning, beautiful tribe. So I'm giving you a recording today because I am in Minnesota and I am flying out this morning and my flight got changed to an earlier flight. So I will now be on the airplane at the time that I was supposed to be doing a Facebook Live. But I didn't want to go without giving you a message today. And the fact that my flight got changed is right in line with the message of today. So, if you remember last Magical Monday, I talked about the bookend of the eclipse, right? So we had about 17 days ago, the full solar eclipse. And yesterday we had the partial lunar eclipse on the full moon. So that has put us in this energetic contraction that has been preparing us for the amplification of the season I've been pointing to all year, that the end of this year is going to be very, very exciting and very, very definitive. So we're in this contraction in between these two bookends. And last night, the contraction released. And now there's this pulling like a taffy puller. Imagine the energy is being drawn out and released into this expansive flow of either the positive charge or the negative charge. The positive charge is us as individuals and as a collective moving into the higher frequencies. The negative charge is us individually or collectively moving even deeper into the negative charge of our wounded persona, which the entire planet has been living in as long as we've had this incarnation, and multiple generations long before us. So we are in a definitive shift. An undeniable cosmic shift that is turning the corner today. So here's what we can expect in this. Today is a day. And we're moving into a season. I'm going to say 14 days, 21 days. Just pay attention, because we are about to personally experience and collectively experience unprecedented radical change in the blinking of an eye. Now, how did you feel when I said that? If you're in your stillness and you've been building your confidence in your alignment with your soul's personality, you feel a sense of excitement and maybe some concern and a little trepidation. We don't get to bypass the human experience. But if you defaulted into fear, I'm just going to tell you, you need to turn up your connection to your soul's personality. We have been training. And if you've been skipping practice, if you haven't been in your stillness, building your spiritual muscle for the event, and the gunshot went off today, and now you gotta run, you might be a little out of breath. But you can take pit stops. They're, metaphorically speaking, as we're running on the real track of the Mud Runner race that we've been training for, there's pit stops in your stillness. And if you need a pit stop today because you've felt a surge of fear when I pointed at the shift, get some water right now. Be in your stillness. Fill your cup up. Are you tracking? It's here. It's here. It's here. So what does here mean? It means there is an intention of a cosmic energy, the oneness of the entire infinite ocean that is shaking up the snow globe and everything that is inhabited in it. That's almost 9 billion humans on the planet who got brainwashed into developing wounded personas to survive a frequency we're no longer tuned to. And we've been given the opportunity to tune to a higher frequency, to surprise and amaze ourselves at what we are capable of as the entire species on this planet goes through the quantum shift. And we're here. We're here. So what can we expect? We can expect out of the blue occurrences, things to change dramatically that would look like we are being taken to a destination other than what we had planned. Are you willing to let go of the outcome? Are you willing to trust that as all the pieces unfold all around you and all the hurdles show up for you to navigate your way through, you're being led somewhere other than where you thought you were being led? Some of you have already experienced that. You've got some solid plans in place and it looks like they're falling apart. And if you're in resistance against that and you're in fear against that, that's an indication you're not tuned strong enough to your soul's personality. No shame. There's no shame in that. There's just admonishment and encouragement to you, beloved tribe, that there's nothing to fear. But if you are so attached to the outcome because it looked like these stepping stones were taking you somewhere that you thought, oh, now I'm going to be safe and cozy and secure, and it looks like it's falling apart, you throw up your hands and you get angry at what? The universe, as if the universe is doing something to you instead of for you, right? And now you're in resistance to the flow that's carrying you. It's carrying you to the most optimal destination for yourself and for all of humanity. And humanity has been so tuned to this frequency of fear. What does that mean? What does that mean on the world stage? So, be prepared. Be prepared. I've been telling you, get some cash. If you don't have cash, now get the cash because the window's closed. It's closed. So get some cash. And if you don't have your provisions, get your provisions today because you're going to run out of time. And I've been telling you for several months. I've been trying to say it in a way where you just prepare for, the Masters of Light told us, prepare like you're going to be snowed in for 3 months, not 3 weeks, 3 months. If you're going to be prepared for 3 months, it's like survival. So you're not stacking your house with, stuff that you would go on a 3-week vacation. You just got to think survival. There are websites that sell survival food. Just place an order today and get it delivered. Okay. Have some cash stashed. Make them 20s because there probably won't be a lot of places to break hundreds. So just have some 20s, hide them in your home safely, and just get some food, get some cash, keep your car filled, okay? That's the last I'm going to say of that anymore. And you've got about 24 to 48 hours to take care of that, okay? Maybe. So just do that. Now take a breath in with me. Take your right hand, put it on your forehead. There's your third eye. That's the energy center of the non-physical circuitry that's connected to the intelligence of your heart chakra. These two we've been synchronizing. Why? Because our brain, our mind, has been imprinted and hijacked. This brain can't be imprinted or hijacked. It's tuned to a frequency of source. So metaphorically, we've been using our jumper cables to signify the connection. There's an infinite intelligence right here, sending impulses of thought up into your mind to help you navigate what's showing up in this staffy pull energies. Now, in this energetics, there is surprise, there is awe, there is wonder. This energy, this is not a punishment. It's a delightful, loving, infinitely divine intelligence moving you into the next expanded version of you, tuned to this higher frequency, so you can follow your own inner guidance, navigating the obstacle course of the change of living as a human on the planet. So we're going to see the war escalate. We're going to see shit in the United States happen. What that means, I don't know. It's this energy, this message, the masters of light are saying, be prepared for surprise. Be prepared for the unexpected. Be prepared in your life for things to take a definite turn without warning. That doesn't mean it's all horrific and bad like a horror movie. There could be components of that if you're watching it through the lens of the third dimensional frequency of fear. If you're watching a horror movie expecting to be petrified, you're going to be petrified. If you watch a horror movie with expectation like this is so ridiculous, you're going to turn it into a comedy. Right? It's perspective. If you go in wanting to be afraid, what you're watching is going to scare the shit out of you. If you go in, okay, let's go watch this stupid horror flick and just laugh at it, you're going to turn it into a comedy because it's all what's happening between your ears. It's in your mind. Now, as it plays out on the world stage and you're filtering it through your emotions that are transitioning from a perspective of fear to a perspective of light and understanding, there's a transition, there's an adjustment, right? So the what's the word I'm looking for? The intensity of the message I want you to receive today is, do not be in resistance to be embracing with your Indiana Jones hat on. That's the metaphor I've been trying to train you to collect the clues as they show up, to stay in a posture and a vibration and an experience of awe and wonder, because that awe and wonder is going to activate the sense of adventure and surprise. We've been told we're going to surprise and amaze ourselves at how we navigate these quick turns, twists and turns, and some of those are going to deliver amazing outcomes to you beyond your expectation. And those outcomes are going to all of a sudden bring forth a new direction that's going to move you in little spurts that are different than what we've been expecting. That should be no surprise if you've been tuned to the frequency that's been guiding us here. There's so much love driving this radical taffy pull. What's the pull? Us versus them. The epitome of the insanity that humanity can continue to survive in such judgment and such separation. It's pulling that belief system, it's eradicating it and obliterating it because it's killing the planet and killing humanity. Literally. So the insanity is going to show itself in the ultimate fulfillment of us versus them if we stay there. Us versus them is ultimately fear. Us versus them is ultimately judgment that wants to say, you're bad, I'm good. You're wrong, I'm right. So be prepared for stuff to show up in your life that's going to offer you the insistence for you to let go of your belief that you're so right, of your belief that they're so wrong, of your belief that you got to be afraid at it witnessing the dismantle. We don't. It's here. It's here. How long it takes to show up on this side of the cosmic, energetic, running behind the scenes taffy pull, I don't know. But it's landed. It's landed. So what can you expect today? You can expect to feel a little nervous because there's something that shifted. You can expect to feel a little excited. You can expect to make a choice if you choose. Keep your Indiana Jones hat on. What's my inner guidance? Where's it moving me? What's it? Show me what you're showing me. What's it revealing to me? Let me ask you this. What's unfolded in your life in the last 7 days? Awesome stuff and sudden changes, right? All of us, it's been there. Awesome stuff that's really, some really cool things that have been meaningful to you, that maybe no one else can see or understand or would feel it as awesome as you do. And then there's been some changes and some challenges and some disappointments and some sadness. It's a roller coaster. It's a contraction. It's a release. So what I want you to take away today, beautiful soul, again, I cannot control your experience as I'm delivering the message. I can't. And I'm not making you feel anything. I'm delivering information and you're feeling what you're feeling based on where you're at in your relationship to your soul's personality and what's unfolding in your life, which is a reflection of what's unfolding in the cosmic energies on the world stage, preparing us daily, as it has been for the last 5 years since the Masters of Light have shown up in my life and I've been offering the messages to those that come into my experience. We've been being prepared for a dramatic, radical change. And some of you have thought, oh, nothing's really happening because nothing has shown up that's really dramatically affected your life too intensely. So maybe you've let your guard down. Maybe you look out and how it's reflected on the world stage and you say, well, that's not affecting me. And you're right, that part's not. This cosmic energy is affecting all of us. And a dramatic shift has occurred today, building on this sense of connection to our soul's personality if we're paying attention, amplifying a level of excitement and the peace that passes all understanding. In the face of fear, there's nothing to fear. Does that mean I'm not going to experience challenges running the Mud Runner race? Of course not. That's the experience. What am I capable of? That's the experience. How is my training proving successful to me? That's the challenge. That's the excitement. That's the experience of transformation we've come to be here for. So today and moving forward in this week, 2 questions for you. Where's my sense of calm? Where is it? Where is yours? If it's not strong, get in your stillness. Get in your stillness. You can't think your way there. I've been saying that for 5 years. You can't think your way into the stillness. If you don't have stillness, ramp up on your to-do list in priorities, sitting in your stillness. 12 minutes was the magic number. If you can't do 12, do 10. If you can't do 10, do 8. If you can't do 8, do 5. If you can't do 5, do 1. Do something to cultivate your stillness so you can connect to the peace that passes all understanding, so you can be in joy and excitement with your Indiana Jones hat, saying, okay, I'm ready. Show me what you'll show me. What am I ready to see and know and experience and understand from whatever people, places, and things are showing up in my experience? I'm ready. I'm waiting. There's no exiting the Mud Runner race. We're here. So 2 things: be in your stillness and notice you're in resistance to change. And if you're in resistance to change, or you feel incredibly angry at things twisting and turning, that's just an indication you're not tuned to your calm enough to become a master of your response versus your reaction. You're not wrong. We've been training. Now it's game time. So you can keep training to catch up, to build your spiritual muscle. During the competition, it just adds another layer. Are you tracking? So I want you to put your hand on your heart right now. I want you to take a breath in. I want you to close your eyes. And in whatever way makes sense to you right now, I want you to breathe into the undeniable calm that lives in your chest cavity. There is nothing to fear when you know yourself as source. When you know yourself as a human, which we get to know ourselves as both, that part of you, the human part of you that knows yourself as source, can be put at peace and can be empowered to surprise and amaze ourselves. So talk to wounded third dimensional persona. Talk to your soul's personality. Show me what you'll show me. Help me embody the empowerment that your intelligence brings into this sometimes fearful, wounded third dimensional persona. I'm ready for more. I want more. So while I'm sitting in my stillness, help me transition to a stronger bandwidth of you, soul's personality. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to hang up now, and I'm going to encourage you with your eyes closed. Right now, don't rush out. Just sit in your stillness and bask in the unconditional love and the absence of fear, intelligence. That is you. When you let your soul's personality reveal that vibrational frequency to your wounded third dimensional persona. Don't rush out. Be in your stillness. Give it 2 minutes alone and bask in that undeniable love and trust the guidance that wants to come forward. There's only love for you here, beautiful soul. Be at peace. Be in adventure. Be in excitement. Be out of resistance and stay in allowing. That's the energy that's going to allow you to function in surprise and amazement of who you are. I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Be well.